Alright guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I shall be, as the thumbnail and the title of the video suggests, today I will be discussing how Valhalla is already kind of better than Odyssey. So this is going to be part 1 of a 2-part series because I already recorded one of these and this went for a long time. So I'm just dividing it into 2 parts. So this is just going to be 5 things in this first part and I'll have 5 other things in the second part. Let's see what happens with that. So now before going any further, I would just like to say, if you end up liking the video, then please consider pressing the like button and subscribe to my channel as well for looking at more videos like this. And now to the 3 people who are actually going to watch this video, thank you for actually watching my videos, because apparently no one does. I'm getting like 1 or 2 views for the last 7-8 days. But anyway, moving to the main meat of the topic. So the first point is less ridiculous grind and level gating. Now, if anyone has seen any content in my channel, specifically revolving around Odyssey, you know that I am not the biggest fan. Actually, you know what? That's an understatement. I hate Odyssey with a burning passion. So, yeah, I wasn't impressed by Odyssey, obviously. And for me, almost anything is an improvement over it. But still, considering all of that, I would say that I would only consider points in this video that are actual genuine improvements. Now, this is a problem I had with both Origins and Odyssey, where the grind was absolutely ridiculous. I mean, especially with the enemy leveling system, in that enemy level 2 levels above you would absolutely destroy you, while you had to slash away 20-30 times at them just to kill them. And it is ridiculous. Now Odyssey, using the abilities tree, they kind of balanced the game out a bit, but Origins was worse in that opinion, in that aspect. So yeah, Odyssey was a slight improvement, but not enough of an improvement in my personal opinion. But this looks like an improvement. Now I could go into the entire details of, how the leveling system works and all that, but I'm not going to in this video because I want to keep it relatively short. I just want to address the main points. But if you do want to see a video on that, I will be making a video on that. So stay tuned to my channel, again, subscribe. So yeah. Now moving on to the second point. This game has a huge emphasis on it being an Assassin's Creed game first and then a Viking game. Now, with Odyssey, now I know many people like Odyssey. In fact, a few of my subscribers themselves like Odyssey, and I'm not against that. If you like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I'm not judging you on anything, because I am in no position to judge. I have a few crappy games that I like. I mean, hell, one of my favorite games is Assassin's Creed 3, and we all know that is crap. Again, sorry if anyone is getting offended. So if by some miracle someone from Ubisoft watches this, just take it as a joke. Anyway, so this game seems to have more and more elements from the older Assassin's Creed games returning, and I love it. We already saw Eagle Vision come back, though it was kind of there in Odyssey, but not in any way that makes sense. Then social stealth is back, but I'll discuss that in another point. So there are many things back, plus there are many series veterans who are returning back. Now some of the pronunciations I won't be able to make, so I'm just not saying their names, but that doesn't mean that I don't care about these people. I do care about these people. So I feel like I saw somewhere that the lead quest director from the older Assassin's Creed games is returning. That's a huge plus in my opinion. Darby McDevitt, obviously, he's one of the most vocal Assassin's Creed Valhalla person on Twitter right now. Ashraf Ismail, yes, he was fired and he did some questionable stuff, but I'm just talking about his work here, not his life outside his work. So as far as his work is concerned, every time he has been at the helm for a game, he has done a good enough job. So I feel like that's going to be the case with Valhalla as well. Plus, Jesper Kid is coming back for music. Sarah, I'm just going to call you Sarah because I can't pronounce your surname and I don't want to butcher it. So she did the entire OST for Assassin's Creed Origins and some additional music for Assassin's Creed Black Flag and Unity. I love her work and I am really excited about what she has to do with Valhalla. So hopefully more like that. And overall, this just looks like Ubisoft is trying to give the fans something to cling on to. Like, so far, Odyssey has been so divisive. Many people have loved Odyssey, but I don't think there is any person on this planet who has loved Odyssey because it's an Assassin's Creed game. The people who do incidentally end up liking Odyssey is because it's an open world set in ancient Greece, and the character is competent enough, and the gameplay is flashy, so there is that. But no one liked that game because it's an Assassin's Creed game, and that is something we wanted more of, like the Assassin's Creed stuff. So it's a good thing that it's returning back to the series. Now, without wasting any more time on this, let's just move on to the third point, which is better open world design. Now, open world designs for Ubisoft have always been kind of hit and miss, in my opinion. Especially after Unity onwards, it has been hit and miss. Unity was good, but then Syndicate was mediocre. Origins was somewhere between good and okay. Odyssey was meh. Now, the reason why I'm saying Valhalla is better because I haven't seen the open world. Obviously, I have a channel with 50 subscribers. There is no way in hell that I'm getting a preview copy or anything. So what I'm saying is, from the footage that we saw and the way the game is being structured, it changes a lot of things. For example, side quests are no more, and they have been made into these world events, and they are just happening randomly in the open world. There are no markers, there are no map markers guiding you there, there is no quest log, nothing. You have to figure out how to do stuff. And plus, that is not even considering the other things that have been implemented. Now, in Odyssey, we used to go to a location, there used to be a checklist of stuff to do. So like, kill this guard, kill those 3 guards, then kill the captain, then kill then loot these 4 chests, or maybe burn this stash of weapons, and voila, your location is done now. And I felt like that's a horrible way to handle your open world. So what's happening to my PC? Yes, as I was saying, I feel like that is a horrible way to tackle your open world. Now, Origins faced similar kind of problems as Odyssey did, and the way Valhalla is switching it up is actually really, really good. Now, they have 3 distinct types of locations. Now, you can't see those locations directly on the map. You won't even see question marks. Now, the way it works is that either you stumble upon that location while you are on your horseback, or when you are actually on your I was about to say Senu mode, but that's not it. When you are on your Raven and you are like flying through the sky, you will see these different these pillars of light of sorts, and you can select where you want to go. So like, blue stands for power, I think. Gold, the golden light stands for wealth, and one other light stands for mystery. I'm not quite clear on that because obviously, again, I haven't played the game. I have just seen footage from people who have played the game. So yeah, in that way, first of all, you never know where you are going, and even when you get there, you are not just told that, oh, you need to find this, you need to find that, you need to find this. You need to go and figure out what the hell the secret is here. You need to figure out what to do. And that, I feel, is an important step up that many open world games lack. I mean, we all praise Witcher 3, and by all means, Witcher 3 is an excellent game. But again, it was faced with one of those problems where there were question marks every single way. That is gone now, and I feel like that is a huge improvement over Odyssey. I mean, there is already a huge improvement over Odyssey. Now, without again wasting much time into this as well, I will be making videos on these separate topics altogether. So stay tuned for those as well. Now we move on to the combat system. The combat system is better. It is objectively better because we don't have these ridiculous abilities. I'm sorry, but these abilities, they just don't have a place in Assassin's Creed. Odyssey is not an Assassin's Creed game, and I kind of feel bad for the game because it could have been so much more if it wasn't shackled into being an Assassin's Creed game, which I feel like Gods and Monsters is trying to be. Again, a video on that is also coming. So yeah, the combat is more grounded, the strikes kind of feel heavy, but again, I haven't played it, I have to play it to properly feel it. But just from the looks of it, the way they are varying up the combat, there are now stuns, there are weak points in enemies that you can target with your arrows to kind of, make them kneel and then go for the kill. There are many things, and the combat system seems more deep without it going into a flashy area. It doesn't need the flashy combat systems from Odyssey. It can hold its own, But one thing I would say is that the kicks are ridiculous, because come on, who kicks a person that goes flying off into the distance? I mean, the kicks are somehow even more overpowered than Odyssey. So that needs to change. They need to fix that, tweak that a bit so that the distance is not as much. I mean, the people will still fall back, but it's more of a stagger and not just fly back and fly a long distance. So that's all I wanted to say about combat. Now moving on to the fifth and final point of this video, that is, there is more focus on stealth. Now Assassin's Creed, and I already have, if this video is being watched by anyone, you might immediately start thinking, when the hell was stealth a part of Assassin's Creed? And I would completely agree with you, because other than social stealth, stealth wasn't really present in Assassin's Creed, or not stealth in a traditional way. Now the thing about stealth is, in Assassin's Creed, if you take the first 4 games, that is 1, 2, Brotherhood and Revelations, stealth was not present. Yes, you could blend in the crowd, you could have, really cool moments that way. And I did have a few cool moments that way, it's not that I didn't. And it felt really cool, but it still needed that some amount of depth in terms of other stealth systems. So that if a player wants to play as a stealth character, they would have more options in their arsenal. Now, Unity did a lot to improve stealth, and I would say the one place the series has improved in both Origins and Odyssey is that stealth is now a lot better, albeit with the omission of social stealth. So now that Valhalla is bringing it back, it's the best of both worlds. Now we all have social stealth, we have more options in stealth, and it's the best of both worlds. So yeah, bring it on. So it's obviously better than Odyssey, because Odyssey didn't have social stealth, Valhalla does, so it's better. So those are just 5 points, 5 things which show that Valhalla is already better than Odyssey. I am somewhat getting excited about this game. Now, as I said before, a part 2 of this will come, so stay tuned for that. So if you like this video, please press the like button. Do not let me know down in the comments below, what do you guys think? Are there more improvements that Valhalla is making that I didn't feature in this list? Or do you feel like no improvement was needed? Do you feel like the series needs to go in a completely different direction than Valhalla to make it fresh, as I feel it should, but that's on me. So yeah, do let me know down in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel for more content, and peace.